Oh, sorry, I did initially give them a call. Didn't get any messages back from them because they didn't appear to leave any anyway. But no, at this point, I'm... Well, what am I mainly doing? At this point, I don't know. I'm probably going to play a couple of games and just play some games for a while. We'll see how we go. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. Mine isn't too bad today. I'm feeling pretty good. It's about 7:29 PM at the moment, so I'm probably going to have a bit of a game on Xbox for a while, just to chillax and see how we go. Those are videos, comments, computers. Let's see, do it yourself, DIY. Okay, that's alright. Continuous live. There we go. Alright, so I'm just making sure everything's working because I did occasionally I have problems with my video drivers. I don't know why, but my video drivers seem to be an absolute pain in the ass to deal with problems or dealing with issues with it. Excuse me. I don't know why there's such an issue with them, but yeah. I've had a couple of issues on and off with my video drivers playing up of late, so I'm just adjusting a few things so I can make sure everything works properly. Let's see. Supply. Okay, so now what I want to do is make sure I got that working properly. Sorry, because basically what I had to do was a complete reinstall of my video drivers. That is a big issue though for me. I don't know whether it's just the software I'm using, which it could be possibly, but I don't know. I'm starting to think it's not the software. I'm thinking it's because I have older video cards, maybe. Distinctly possible, but just have I'm stuck to a few things here. Just see how we go on. Make sure that's okay. Okay, that actually looks pretty good now. That's pretty smooth frame rate. Yeah, I was having a lot of problems with... So what I did is I ran a DDU uninstall, which is basically it's an uninstall program for getting rid of display drivers and cleaning them up properly, including excess registry entries and stuff like that, just to make sure everything was working properly, so you know it wasn't fucking up or being stupid or anything like that. So there we go. That's alright. So that's pretty good. It works. Okay. Let me just change to something. Cocksucker! Alright. So make sure everything... I just want to make sure everything's working properly, because, as I said, I was having some issues before. I don't know what it was with the display drivers, but... I was having some real big issues before, like screens randomly going out, screens flickering and shit like that, and just random shit going on, which shouldn't have been going on, to be honest. So, I just wanted to see that there wasn't a corruption in the drivers themselves or some issues with the drivers. So what I've done is I've reinstalled the drivers. See, that actually looks pretty good now. That actually looks pretty gnarly in that sense. Look at that, that's fantastic, by the way. Oh, holy shit.
Blame my best friend.
So there's actually no lag now, because I was having a lot of lag issues before. And I think all of it was related to pretty much to my video drivers being the issue. Which is kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. Like, when you're doing this type of stuff, doing streaming especially, there can be a lot of issues with that, especially these days. So, the other thing I want to do is check out how the stream sounds on my screen. So let me just switch my settings to playback. Let me just put myself through, because I'm running through... What am I running through at the moment? So I'm running through... let me just put myself on defaults. Oh, shit. I lost for a second. So let me just check. I just want to see what that sounds like. Okay. Let's try that again. Son of a bitch. Every fucking time my password. I don't know why it doesn't save the correct password. That's kind of weird. Should have at least saved it once. There we go. Let's try that again. Sorry, I was logging into my Google account to make sure everything's working. Okay, so we'll go to Twitch. Just make sure everything's working pretty much at this point. Okay. Right, so it's alright. Oh, there's going to be a live stream there that's going at the moment. My channel. It's good to got extra. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Let me just check and see. Sounds like. Okay, so there's no interference. There was some interference I was getting before. There was some big interference issues before. I was having a lot of interference, like I get crackling and popping and stupid things happening. Basically, I'd have a lot of problems with it. I mean, it's pretty much. I think now it's pretty much gone, but I was having a lot of issues with it for a while. Son of a bitch. Son of a sarsaparilla hand grenade. There we go. Let me just check. I've also set my mobile up a bit better, so I now have a charger hooked in next to my bed, just in case I fall asleep and, say for example, I want to fast charge my phone. It's directly hooked into my PowerPoint. So that's just generally, I think it's better to have it that way because I've got no text yet. Why have I got no text? Hello? Where's my text? Two-factor authentication. Request SMS. Sent to your registered phone. Why? So I do. It looks like I'm gonna have some business tomorrow as well. That's a plus side. Where the hell is my? Oh, there we go. Finally. Is that it? No, it's not anymore. Okay, so the two-factor authentication is not working on my damn account. What the hell? That's freaking ridiculous. Well, what the fuck? Okay, so freaking the Twitch system's a bit fucked up at the moment because I'm trying to log into my account right now. Normally it gives me a token number to put in, and it's not giving me the token number. Remember this computer for 30 days. So yeah, I've already done that part. What the hell? Oh, you're joking me. What the fuck? Hold on a second, sorry, I'm gonna pause this for a second. So for some reason the authentication factor stuff is not working on Twitch. I have no idea why, because it's kind of weird. That's the first time in a long time that's actually not worked. So I'm not getting any text at the moment. Let me see if there's a server problem maybe. Let's see. Twitch issues. Twitch. So let's see, Twitch issues. Twitch server issues. There we go. Twitch status. It should tell me if everything's working. Chat lists. So well, that's really weird because I should be able to log on to this. What the hell? I'm just trying to log into Twitch at the moment and it's being an absolute pain in the ass. That's really weird. Let me just go to my Twitch channel and see if the servers... Well, I can always tell if everything's working okay. That's not a big issue anyway. It's not a big problem for me, but... What the hell? That makes a hell of a lot of sense. Alright, so... Well, that's working. So, okay, so I've got everything else working, but I can't get into freaking Twitch at the moment because the SMS system is not working. That normally that I use for two-factor authentication. What the hell? Okay. Okay, let me reboot my phone and see if that makes a difference. Although I think it will, but just curious if it does. not a problem. I've got the other one in front of me anyway. That works, which is good. I got a little bit of interference. I'm sorry, that was just... Sorry, alright, we'll see how we go. Okay. Weird. Really weird, as in... Okay. So... What's this telling me? That's a lag graph. I don't care about that. I was just checking some status stuff, and... That's weird, it's not... What the hell? So... Turn on, you bastard. Oh, people wonder why, you know, sometimes I do get the shits with certain things, especially when you're dealing with some of the stuff when you're streaming. It can be extremely frustrating when something doesn't frickin' work that you would expect it to normally frickin' work. That's my point. I mean, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck... Here's my point. This is the reason that I get frustrated sometimes when I'm doing certain things. That's all. No. That doesn't... Oh, there we go. Fucking hell, finally. After fucking 25 fucking hours. Well, that was a great response time. Okay, so my phone's being a bit of a dipshit. Must be, because it's just... I just got all the text now. What the fuck? Yeah, that's fucking special right there. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Wunderbar? Wunderbar. Anyway, boy. 740. Yeah, that'd be alright. That'd be the one. Jesus. Freaking amazing though. It is freaking hilarious. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Really freaking weird, because I couldn't work out... What the fuck? Verify. Alright. That's not fucking it. It's no, I'm sorry, it's kind of fucking ridiculous, but... Like I said, here's the thing, I've had a few problems, and it's always been related. It's either related to drivers or something of that nature. In most cases, not everything's related to... Fucking hell, seriously? No, that's a fucking number. It can't be any other number. There we go. Let's try that again. Freaking stupid. Oh, well, which number is it then? Jesus Christ, guys. So, Twitch... I think my phone's being a retard slightly. That's 740. Oh, which friggin' numbers is this? Oh my god, this is going to be a pain in the ass, because now I've got to work out which number it is. There's like a dozen numbers in the same time frame, so it's... Fucking hell. What is it with system delays? That's fucking retarded. What the hell is going on here? That doesn't even make sense. That's not fucking it. Gotta be fucking... seriously. No. Fuck this. I'm going back and I'm gonna try and log back in again. Jesus fucking Christ. That is absolutely ridiculous. Fuck. Log in. Fucking hell. I'm gonna have fucking problems with this stupid fucking login right here. What the hell? Now it fucking works. Now, give me the fucking right... Give me a fucking text at least. Jesus fucking Christ. So, fucking, there must be a delay in the text because... Fuck. Either that or my fucking service, my phone service provider is being an absolute fuckwit with that number. Jesus fucking Christ, are you serious? So, I'm sitting here like waiting for this fucking code. Fuck you, Telstra, and your fucking bullshit, you dumbass motherfucking cocksucking shithores. What the fuck's with that shit? Okay, sorry. This really doesn't make much sense to me, because firstly... Okay, the first part of it that doesn't make sense to me is that I've entered all those details correctly. What I'm having at the moment is pretty much a fucking delay every time that I go into my freaking... my fucking SMS messages to check that there's anything there, and there's nothing there. Now let me try rebooting my phone again and see what happens. Fucking hell. What the fuck, Telstra? What the... There's obviously a delay in the system, but I have no idea why the fuck it's happening. Because it should go directly to my phone number, but... Unless there's actually something happening on Telstra's end. That'd be just being like my luck. I picked the fucking perfect moment to do a test stream to see if everything's fucking working properly. Which now everything appears to be working properly on my computer, but everything else is fucking up around me on the internet. Like, fucking hell, can I... You know, can you not get a fucking break occasionally with this shit? That'd be nice. It'd be nice to actually get a fucking break and have things work the way you expect them to. See, I think that's probably the most frustrating thing when it comes to IT. Not having things go the correct way, or things shitting themselves pretty much straight away, you know, in most cases. So, there we go. That works. Yay. Perfect. I know that fucking works. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Now, why the hell is this bastard? Is this thing going to turn on, or what? Okay. Come on, you fucking prick. Like, seriously, I've got lag all over the fucking place. Like, what the hell? Is Australia's telecommunications infrastructure so fucked that we can't even maintain, you know, getting an SMS text message from a fucking service like Twitch? Like, that's just ridiculous. Oh, come on. Seriously? Seriously? What the fuck? You know what? There should be an option. There should be an authenticator for fucking Twitch that comes with the app. This is bullshit, because I'm sitting here trying to wait for a text message, and nothing's arrived. It's just sitting here, and there's a delay in the text messages. Like, right now, I should be getting a text message on my phone, it should come straight through, and there shouldn't be an issue. But, apparently no. Let me try hitting the request SMS button again. Mind you, I didn't do it the first time, so that's alright. Hello? Like, what the actual fuck? That doesn't even make... I'm sorry, that doesn't... To me, that doesn't even make sense. There's no reason why this should be fucking up. Fuck me fucking sideways. Seriously? That's a joke. Fuck that for a joke, really? Testing. I think you have to be logged in. I was trying to run a test, that's alright. Ah, for fuck's sake. Fuck you, Telstra. No, fuck you, Telstra, and fuck you, Twitch. It's either one of the two. It's either Telstra or Twitch who's playing up at the moment. It doesn't even make any fucking sense. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Oh, my fucking god. It's ridiculous. Alright. So, did I get a fucking text message, or is it just going to sit there for the next half an hour? Decide it's not going to fucking work. That is fucking ludicrous, I tell you. Did you work, or what? No fucking text message. Well, fucked if I know what the hell's going on with the two-factor authentication thing on Twitch, but it's fucking being a retard. like complete mental fucking breakdown combination of. I think it's kind of fucked. Anyway, not the point. It's just not working. I don't know what the hell's going on with it, but it's definitely not working. Well, I am logged in on my phone saying that, so if I want to keep an eye on chat and stuff, I can do it on my phone. It's not a big issue. It's more of a pain in the ass. But where are we? Phone. At least I know my phone is logged in pretty much a percentage of the time anyway. I rarely log. I've never logged out on my phone. That's the thing. Alright, so let's go look at the chat. I'll run a test. Pretty much a percentage of the time anyway. Oops. I rarely log. Shit. I want to turn this down. No. What the fuck? Alright, so chat. I need to just turn this down a bit, so I'm not hearing myself repeating shit to myself. Testing. Let me see. Like I said, it's kind of weird because I've never had a major issue with the two-factor authentication breaking like that. Like, I mean, yeah, most of the time I'm logged in on the phone app, but I can't have the phone app running all the time because it uses battery power on my phone, and my phone I need to be able to, you know, receive calls for, computer repairs and stuff, and things of that nature. Okay. What the fuck is that? Okay, so I can't, there's nothing I can do, unfortunately, about this two-factor authentication thing. It's died in the ass, so I can't put it beside me. It's kind of annoying. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna have to live with that for now, and live with the fact that I have to use my phone for chat for the time being. Which, kind of stupid that I have to do that, but yeah, apparently. Unless, well no, see, it's funny, it must be the system on Twitch itself, because, well, I don't know, let me just see, is anybody else having a problem? So I did try to Google it before. Two-factor authentication. Because this is kind of weird. It's the first time I've ever had a problem with it not working. No, that's not what I wanted. It's weird though. Here's the weird part. I can't understand why it's such an issue. I switched it on because I thought it'd be safer for me in general to have it on. And now I'm having problems trying to get it to... having problems trying to receive the text messages from Twitch itself. Like, what the fuck is that? Sorry, that doesn't even make sense to me. Like, obviously somebody... I don't know, maybe somebody stuffed up the... Can't log in due to... Oh, there we go. Okay, so hold on, there's a Reddit forum thing. Let's check out the Reddit forum and see if I got this right. Hello? Oh, okay, there's like 2 or 3 different things talking about this. Okay. Having the same issue, receiving text literally no other way to disable two-factor except install some other app. So apparently a few people are having this problem. It's all over the Twitch Reddit forums, just so people are well aware. Apparently some people are having this problem. It's two-factor authentication. If you've got that enabled on your Twitch account, apparently there's some issues with it at the moment. I don't know why. Could be any number of reasons, but I mean, eventually I'm guessing it's going to get fixed. But then there's another Reddit forum post as well. A few ones on Reddit, it seems. There's 2 at least. There we go, yeah. Well, I've never had that issue, so let me have a look. That's weird though. It's kind of weird that that is the case. And no, my phone number is quite correct. I haven't changed my phone number since then, and I've been logging in with this for days. It's only recently that I started back up again with doing it. So, well, there's quite a few people actually. Okay, so you know what? I don't know. I'm maybe thinking maybe I'll drop them a customer service email. Gaming, online, contact email. You may not be using that one, yeah. Issue, Twitch, desktop app. No, Twitch, no. Activating an account that I have disabled. The issue relates to video buffering. Factor authentication. Now I gotta find the right. So what do we? You have to find the right freaking thing. Hold on a second. Now I gotta find the bloody bastard. No. Broadcast live. Let's see, not getting messages, notification emails, not getting passwords, reset emails, not having quality options on against suspension, no. Having inactive accounts, mobile app, launcher, Twitch launcher, fucking hell. So none of these apply by the looks of it. I'll just say something completely different. I'll just click that because that seems like the most appropriate option at this point. Twitch login required. That's gonna do your two-factor everything. The question is, will it actually? No, it probably isn't. Well, that's just stupid. How the hell? If I'm meant to log in, how in the freaking world am I meant to get this two-factor authentication thing fixed if I can't log in, you dumbasses? Like, that's just a fucking stupid system. What retard thought that one up? Please explain. Jesus fucking Christ. Wow. Thanks, Twitch. Aren't you clever bastards? Clever bastards, my ass. Twitch. So I do know there is problems with it. Maybe I'll check it in a little while and I'll see if it fixes itself. Two-factor authentication. Authentication. Two-factor. Yeah. That's what I'm pretty much putting in there for. Let's see. So it's kind of interesting that, because if you look at some it must be broken. That's the only thing I can think of. That's shit, that is really frustrating because let me go back out on my app and see what my app says. What are we? It's really weird though. Let me see. I'm trying to think whether Where's these settings? There we go, settings. Really weird. So there's no actual, there's no, like, there's none at all. That's really weird. There's no option, like, in the actual, if you go into the app itself, there's no actual option to change that around if you want to. How the hell does that work? Like, to me, that doesn't even make sense. Two-factor authentication now available on your Twitch accounts. Secure verification for apps. What the hell? What the actual fuck is going on here? Because there's no way. Well, this is my point. I didn't have this problem before, so why am I all of a sudden having this problem now? It's only just cropped up now, virtually. So how? Like, Jesus Christ! My entire freaking video here is actually how to fix the freaking. It's going to be a video on me how to fix. It's going to be a freaking video of me and how to fix the freaking problem. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, here we go. Authy. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Is there an app? Is there an app? Is there an app? Ooh, okay. There's an app. Maybe there's an app that I can use. Somebody, stop me! Anyway, sorry. I'm just going into Jim Carrey classics. I do love Jim Carrey though. He's a classic guy. Okay, so Authy app. Yeah. Authy. Okay, that's the thing. One more. What? Oh, it just worked! Oh, fucking hell. Are you serious? It just... Oh, get fucked. That is hilarious. That's... Yeah. Alright, so let me see what happens. Okay, now we're good. It works now. Fucking hell. Seriously. What the actual fuck? Right, there we go. That's more like it. I'm like sitting there, I was like, why the fuck is this not working? Anyway, all good. That's, yeah, I'm sorry, that is quite funny. I gotta admit that it's pretty funny. Right, I'm gonna leave certifications. Anyway, that's good. Wow. Okay, now it works. After all that shit, after fiddling around with all that crap, wow. That is amazing. Holy shit. Yep, okay, that's always fun. That's always a bit annoying too. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Jeez, you fucking loser. After all that, after 15-20 minutes of mucking around trying to get that freaking working, I go on the actual Reddit site, it says that there is some problems that people get with this stuff, and then bang, it starts working again. Like, what the hell? Oh well, no matter. Unfortunately, that's going to happen from time to time. Now, I'm probably this is more of a tester than anything else, just to see, make sure everything's working, that's all. Haven't been streaming this week because I've had a few things I've had to deal with. But that's alright, I've dealt with those, so it's not an issue anymore. With the screen anyway. Fucking hell though, that is amazing though, that is freaking... I'm sorry, that just totally cracked me up, like what the hell. It kind of cracked me up, but it also kind of annoyed me, like what the... Anyway, not a problem. Shit happens, unfortunately, and it's just going to happen from time to time. Sometimes shit is unavoidable, people. Life throw shit at you, and it's just gonna happen, and it's inevitability that just makes it, you know, it's just fucking hell. It all happens at once, man. A bit much. A little less conversation, a little action. Oh, bitch! Okay, so there we go. I don't know, it's kind of annoying, but, you know, that, as a personal preference point, was really annoying to fix, because at first I couldn't figure out how. Whoa, you fucking cockbag. Oh, cockbags in the city. Love, people, love. Context anyway. So there we go, that's always lovely. That is always beautiful, and kind of frustrating too when you're trying to do it. But I guess it happens occasionally. But that was really freaking frustrating. Like, I can't understand how the hell something can fucking error like that. Like, as bad as that did just then. Like, please explain to me how the fuck something can error that bad. I really don't understand that. Like, I've had, you know, I've had plenty of error-based stuff happen, you know, like things fuck up and shit doesn't work properly, admittedly. But damn, like, really, some of this stuff makes me scratch my head in amazement in the fact that it can fuck up as bad as it does, you know, like, what the hell? Anyway, all good. Good ones anyway. So yeah, I need, what do I need? I need to shave this Mo thing a bit because it's kind of annoying me, but I don't know where my my shaver is. I have a little moustache. It's in my thing. It's the air trim. Yeah, the trimmer thing that I have no idea where the fuck it is. No idea where it's. Oh, that's alright. I'll put my freaking. I'll put this on in a moment. I want to see Zoom. Nasty weather, apparently. I do apologise, I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find it. It's like a little device, it's that big, so I can easily get lost like that. Blind everybody at the same time. Oh, here it is. Right, sorry, I found it. I'm wondering where the hell it was. I'm like, where the hell did that go? I hadn't seen it for so long. Right. Right. Okay. Pausing. Gotta clean this out a bit, I think. The only thing I hate is the battery. The only thing I've got to do though is I think I need to change the battery in this. Right, okay, just change that so. as you may have noticed, I did pick up some new track pants, which is a plus side on my part. So I needed them. Needed some new pairs. I picked up some new track pants. I also made pancakes yesterday because I had a craving for pancakes. And everybody loves pancakes. If you don't love pancakes, you're a weirdo. Just saying. Who doesn't love pancakes, man? Just saying. Let's see. Okay. I don't know whether it's that battery, maybe. We'll see. Just try and run it through this one. Yeah, that sounds much better. Yeah, okay, so that's... I think that battery's just sort of... After a certain amount of time using the same battery, it tends to get very low. There we go. That's it. I've trimmed it back. It was annoying the shit out of me. Like, really, those whiskers were as annoying as hell. Alright. So, yeah, everything seems to be working correctly, which is great. Ba ba ba. Always the way, isn't it? Always the way. It's crazy shit these days, especially. Ooh, excuse me. I do apologise. Not bad though. There we go. No, I'm not too bad today, which is a plus side. Everything seems to be working. So that's good. That's working. Both of my text chats are working. Everything's up and running. Great. That's exactly what I expected. Perfect. Just make sure all these are working as well. I think they're okay. Boom. Yeah, we're good. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. That works. That works. I'll probably change. Should probably change the color. To that one. Let's see. That's right. I was going for the same colour scheme, I think, on everything colour. That's right. That didn't work out. Totally off out.
Man!
Shit, totally missed that. That's all I was going for, man. Oh, that's a kind of interesting point, though. I mean, especially these days. I totally missed that. That's the thing, though. This is pretty good for a railgun. It does some pretty gnarly damage. So it's what I do like about it, generally. So. What am I being shot from? Hello? Haha, there we go. Bitch. So yeah, no, I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty well. I've just been relaxing. I've been doing a few things around the house lately. Not just that, but I'm working towards the goal of getting my license at this point. So it's something that I'm working towards, but it's not something I've actually got yet, as of yet anyway. So, but I do plan to get it.
Suspect located. In pursuit.
Oh. I shot the sheriff. Explosion! I love explosions, essentially. Alright. So that's actually... Yeah, no, okay, alright, so yeah, that's actually working pretty well. Surprisingly well, actually. Okay, pretty gnarly, okay. No comment, or no bad points on that either, that's actually pretty cool. So that works. Which is fantastic, by the way. That's, yeah, okay, I'm impressed. That's pretty cool. Pretty impressed with the fact that everything worked out the way it did. Oops. Shit over my fridge. Hate that. Do need to get some more vape oils, to be honest, at this point. So. Right, so, yeah. Ah, son of a bitch. Seriously? Nobody's gonna... I bet you nobody will come past now that I've got that explosive thing. Oh no, there might be somebody. I'm gonna wait and see if somebody comes past. Because I know which button to push when I want to blow something up. Come on. Come past. So car coming down here should be coming down here very shortly. Oh, okay, never mind. Fuck you. Well, fuck you too, bitch. And now. Oh, fuck. Oh, my timing was way off. That's fucked. Well, it wasn't actually that off. I think it was just the fact that it wasn't directly... That one wasn't directly onto the car anyway, so... It's not a problem. Fortunately. Oh, wait, that was all I wanted anyway. So, hold on a second. I just want to make sure that all my games are working. Oh, yes, they're all good. Okay. Perfect. So, all my games, it seems, are working correctly. Well, sorry, all my games are set up correctly because I was having an issue with that before, trying to get the game set up correctly. With some of my NVIDIA experience, GeForce experience software. Right, okay. We are now cooking with gas. But, yeah, no, I dealt with that troll situation. That's nothing I have to deal with anywhere now. I've dealt with all that stuff, so it's no longer an issue. Ooh, excuse me. So, you know. Not that big of a problem. Excuse me. Freaking hell, it's annoying. Sometimes my Facebook posts will vanish for a while. They'll come and go. They'll be there 1 second, and then the next second they'll sort of vanish. Some of the recent posts that I did, and they'll come and go. It's sort of weird, but alright. So let's try this again. I'm onto my main page. I do have to do a few things though. What? Okay. Why? There we go. That's you. There we go. Posting it as to no one. Yeah. Okay. That's better. What? Sorry, the privacy setting on this post means that you can't share it on full computer repair timeline. Why? What the hell? Okay, so hold on a second. Let me just switch my Facebook feed off for a second. Facebook, you bastard. My timeline, your own timeline, yes. Alright, let's see. Deauthorize, test, bandwidth. Shut that up. Okay. Why? So what's... Try the privacy settings and see. Sorry, I'm just adjusting the settings on this because I want to know why it's not showing up. Why the privacy settings are slightly mucked around with. It's kind of annoying. Okay, privacy settings, public. Settings, public. Continue on. Live stream. Game. Alright. Okay, so it's weird because some of my stuff is pretty, like some stuff I'll open up, to be honest, and other stuff I'll close off. I mean, I know enough to be able to adjust the settings when I need to, but it's weird because I try to share some of my streaming stuff onto my Facebook, my little repair business page, and you know, my hobby business page, and it doesn't freaking work properly. What the hell? Start. Right. Let me try hitting that button again. So I'll take from that original. Share. Share on page. Share to page. Okay, so it's a weird thing. It says, sorry, the privacy setting on this post means that you can't share it on Fallen Computer Repair Networking, Fallen Gaming 949's timeline. Which is weird because I could do it before and I can't understand why I can't do it now. It's kind of like they blocked me off from doing it. Maybe it's a privacy setting, distinctly possible. Maybe. Privacy settings. Privacy. I mean, some of my stuff's closed off, I admit that. My friends list is closed off because I always have a tendency to do that anyway. One public. Okay. Close. Activity logs, terminates. We can send you friend requests. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's... yeah, okay, kind of interesting. What's another thing you can do is you can lock it off from the public if you choose to. I'm just going to look at some of the privacy settings to see if anything's not out of sorts here, because it's kind of weird that it is, but... what the hell? Factor authentication. We'll be using your profile picture. So let's change password. Oh, that's alright. I was double checking some of my security settings, making sure everything was secure and was all working correctly and things like that. You know, stuff of that nature. Alright, so yeah, no, most of that seems pretty on the level of what I would expect. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's pretty much on the level of what I would expect. Oh, fuck. I hate when I sneeze. Anyway, going on to where I was talking about anyway. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so yeah, most of that seems pretty good. I'm not going to argue with that too much. Most of these settings seem pretty good. So, you know, inherently not too bad. No complaints there, I guess. Okay. Alright. So, that's back to where it was. Alright, very good. Yeah, what's we got? Yep, no complaints there. That's all pretty good. Huh. Alright, so got most of these settings where I want them. Most of them. There's a few settings I'm obviously going to adjust maybe for different reasons, but most of the settings I've got look pretty good. Let's just, this is tight. Oh, okay, that's right, it just goes that way. I do need, though, I think I need to have a bit of a shave at some point, get myself cleaned up a bit more, maybe. Alright, so that all seems to be working pretty well. I'm logged into there, that works, which is great. That's actually fantastic, so that's actually pretty good. Let me just check my Discord's working as well. There's a few other things that should be working as well. My Discord, I think, was working before anyway. But I just want to make sure it's still able to log in and do stuff. Right. Okay. Hello. There we go. Very, very good. So let's see. Right. Okay, no argument there. Actually works pretty well. So no, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so I'll minimize that for the moment. So, close that for the moment anyway. It's got a bunch of other stuff open. I just want to make sure everything's working correctly. It's fucking, I don't know, it's kind of annoying. Like, I had several fucking things just fuck up then. Like, and that was just when I tried to start streaming in the first place. Fucking kind of bullshit in my mind. Half of it anyway. Alright. No, that's alright. Okay, so... see, this is my point. I've turned off most of my settings anyway. So... yeah, I'd probably say the vast majority of my stuff I've turned off most of my settings, or some of the settings I would consider to be a security risk, especially in this day and age, because you've got to be a bit more security conscious. The other thing too is, though, what I'm probably going to do, well, I don't know, it depends on my situation, I guess, but I might see if I can start streaming from behind a VPN. Just as a general thing. Okay, so that's alright. Alright, so no complaints. I think everything's working reasonably well at the moment. So, yeah. I'm not gonna complain too much anyway. I'm not gonna try and complain too much anyway. Anything goes, of course. Alright, no, it's pretty good though. But yeah, no, I'm doing okay. I've been running around lately. Just basically, I went to the shops yesterday, did a bunch of shopping, picked up a few things. Wanted to make some. So I got a craving for pancakes. I'm like, fuck it, I want to make some pancakes. I haven't made those motherfuckers in a while, so I made myself some pancakes. Still got some more pancake batter there if I choose to make it up or choose to do it. So yeah, if I choose to make pancakes later, I can do it later if I choose. On this bar. I don't even know. What the hell? What am I even saying? I have no idea. That's French. Apparently somebody told me that's the French word for snot. I don't actually know if that's true. I'd probably have to look that information up, but still. I kind of find it interesting. Because I think I heard that off a comedy. Which was I watching? If anybody's ever seen the series Hello, Hello, the British BBC comedy, it was quite funny. I find it quite funny. Actually, there's a lot of people who love that too. And Red Dwarf is a big thing too. I always love a lot of the British BBC series. They are fucking hilarious.
Beyond annoying.
There's a little bit of lag though, I have noticed. It's not that bad, but it is noticeable. But as I said, the thing I did do is reinstall my drivers, which was something I was going to do anyway. Oh, flaming hot! Flaming hopping? No, flaming hot. Oh! I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.
Ocean 1, we can get that.
Citizens report a vehicle explosion on...
Piece of shit!
He died. No, come back here. Ah, no. What the hell are you doing?
Look the fuck out!
And I'm gonna drive away with the truck. You like it. I thought, you know what I actually thought was gonna happen with that guy is he was gonna get into a freaking fight with me. I was waiting for that. I was just waiting for him to get into a fight with me. I'm like, what the fuck? That.
Come on, move!
Oh. Gosh. There's even cops in this game. They're always annoying as hell. I was saying my experience with police officers in real life and, you know, on games and stuff like that. Two different things in context anyway. Yeah, it's always been that way though. But see, I don't know, it vastly depends on the person. I've never been the person who goes out breaking the law on purpose. I mean, you know, we all do our little bits and pieces and stuff online. And the only run-in I had was because somebody lied to them in the first place, so, you know, that was the other side of it. But, I mean, that's beside the point anyway. It's not really my problem, but at the end of it, yeah, it's kind of stupid, you know, like, situations I've had myself in I would say most situations I've had myself in life have always been fairly positive. Most things in my life have been fairly positive. I mean, okay, there's some people who obviously, you know, they don't always have a positive situation, whether it's with the police or otherwise. You know what? There's just some people that it's almost like instinctually they have bad luck all the time. I have had a couple of negative things that happened over the last few days. I mean, I had some good stuff happen as well. Unfortunately, I thought that I'd assumed that the app had changed my PIN to a new PIN that I put in last year. The problem with that was that when I went to the ATM to put the new PIN in, and I put it in a few different times, it opened the card. It ended up eating my card anyway, so they're reissuing the card. That's no problem. But it kind of pissed me off because I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, Okay, hold on for a freaking second. What the hell? Firstly, that card, I legitimately thought the pin had changed. And I'm pretty damn sure it had. Now, the weird part is, when I went to put the new pin in, it looks like whatever's happened is, I'm guessing that either the app errored or something happened on the app side of things where the app errored, or it went back to the default pin, which was the original pin that I was using with it. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, like seriously. Because most of the time these days, especially in Australia, you use tap and go. You tap the card and you pay straight away. You don't have to put a pin in. Rarely have I had to actually put a pin in these days. Especially it's just like, you know, tap it on the machine and away you go, and you've paid for your product, or you've paid for your service, or you've paid for whatever you need to pay for. See, that's the bloody thing. I don't personally get that, but that sort of honestly got me like, well, you could say almost instinctually the pin has become almost extinct because it's not really used that regularly these days. Most of those chip-based cards have a chip reader on them anyway. Sometimes it does. Sometimes in some cases it will get you to enter the pin as well, but not always. Sometimes it'll simply just, you know, you can just tap it and away you go pretty much. But not that I've ever. I mean, I always check my I always check my transactions every time. Make sure that they're always legitimate, and not just that. I always make sure that I know exactly how much money is coming out of my account too. Just I'm one of those people. I don't worry about that type of stuff happening, especially getting ripped off or something of that nature, you know. And it is easy to do. It is easy to get ripped off online and in certain other places if you're not too careful. It's the main thing that I think people seem to forget these days is when it comes to online security, if you're smart about it, the best thing you can do for yourself definitely would be have two-factor authentication enabled. So if you've got a mobile phone or some type of phone, you link your accounts to that phone and that number. Now the other thing too, though, is you've got to consider if, in case the phone maybe gets stolen or something like that, have antivirus software on your system that basically can, with pretty much a push of a button, you can erase anything off your phone and also encrypt the data on your phone so you can access it. Now that's something that can be done. I have a pin on mine. I have a pin on my phone, just as a precautionary measure, because especially these days, I mean, I hate to say it with internet cybersecurity, you've got to be pretty much on your toes, you know, like, even for the fact that you might have stuff on your phone or whatever. If you're not doing that type of stuff, you're not putting that type of stuff into effect, it's very likely you could either get ripped off, or it's distinctly possible you could get something stolen from you, and you know, most of the time it'll either be in money or possibly possession. Well, I mean, that's different, you know, somebody thieving out of your own bloody house or something, but I mean, it's inherently, generally, that's, I don't know, I've always felt that type of security is decent. If you're going to do that stuff, definitely do two-factor authentication. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just the best advice I can give for that type of stuff. Two-factor authentication will definitely make you feel better, not just that, but it'll make you feel a bit safer, but it'll also make it harder for anybody to try and hack into anything or get at anything that you have, because firstly, it normally sends you an alert if something happens. I mean, the other thing too is I was pretty happy with the way that the bank responded to me putting my pin in a few times. Damn it! I'm going to go back out of town because I forgot to tell anything. He's chicken thighs, chicken thighs.
For fuck's sake!
I'm going to switch over to Franklin. What the hell? I can't? Are you serious? So why can't I switch characters? It's weird, I could do it before. Unless I'm stuck on a specific mission for him. Yeah, that was definitely a little bit of lag there. It's funny though. See, I was talking to I was talking to my sister. And my nephew was looking for a new monitor because his died. Basically, it was an old monitor that I gave him a while back, and it died in months. So he was looking at this monitor, and it was like a $900. It was almost $900 from where the hell was it from? It was from America. But I looked at the price, I'm like, no way, you can get much stuff much cheaper. You can get like a South Korean one for like $600, maybe $500. Anyway, you look. I mean, mine did it because I don't think mine were like 300. No, it was 300 and something initially. So my model wasn't actually too bad in pricing sense. But the thing is, the South Korean monitors are pretty good because the one good part that I like about the South Korean monitors, and every time that I've had experience with them, is that you can overclock them slightly. You don't. It depends on the panel, but if you pick the South Korean ones with the right panel, sometimes you'll find if you do pick the ones with the right panel, they'll actually be more overclockable than the other ones. But it vastly depends on. It vastly depends on the specific monitor and like whether it's an LED. Whether it's an
My
LG
spotters
panel
tell
or
me
whether
you're
it's a
back in Los
Samsung
Santos,
panel.
Mr. Phillips. What excellent news.
Oh, don't mind me, Marty. I'm just here to kill some of your people.
Seriously? Okay, so I need to find I need to find a car. Oh. Yeah, just
Give me a break.
but yeah, that is the ironic thing,
Jackass,
though.
you're getting robbed.
I have found with some of these monitors that come out of South Korea, they're actually not bad in quality, and they're fairly cheap too, in the sense of pricing them down. Not just that, but what was this monitor I was looking at? It was like 144 Hz, and so these other monitors, which looked really interesting in the way they were designed too. Not just that, they looked like fantastic monitors in general to work with. I'm like, okay, cool, you know, that's, what was this? The one I've got at the moment is a 60 Hz monitor. I've overclocked it slightly to 72 Hz, which is actually not too bad considering. That's actually pretty good for this type of monitor. And the panel that I'm using, which I think is an LG or a TN panel, it's like a IPS. Yeah, it's an IPS panel. Yeah. Now, depending on the panel you use, with TN panels, I think you can actually get a higher refresh rate, depending on, you know, like doing some general looking around with software. And most of the time, overclocking doesn't require a massive amount of effort. In most cases, what you have to do is go into the actual NVIDIA software, and you can create a profile. And the profile, you can pretty much adjust the overclock speed if you want, or overclock the monitor slightly. Now, there's no hardware overclocking involved at all. It's all done through the software itself, and pretty much through the NVIDIA software, which, you know, is a plus side. I thought it was. The only thing I do have to do occasionally, and I don't.
You don't see this car here.
But occasionally, I've got to run a DDU or a display driver installer. And I don't know why this is, but every time, every 3, maybe 4, 5, no, probably. No, it's sometimes I can go a whole entire month, maybe 2 or 3 months, before I have to reinstall it, or, you know, I have to do something of that nature. But they're releasing new display drivers so often that can become a bit of an issue as you keep on installing the same driver. I mean, you're not essentially installing the same driver over and over again, but you're installing a driver, and what can happen is it can become corrupt over time. Like just have, you know, installing basically. I mean, I don't know. I don't often do a clean install. Sometimes I'll just simply install over the old driver, and that's what I'll do. Now, you know, I should probably, to be prim and proper about it, actually, you know, fully clean the system, but sometimes I don't see the point. That's the thing, you know. I don't see the initial. Yeah, I don't see the. Yeah, I just don't. I don't see the point in trying to do that. So where did I put? Oh, hang on, water. Sorry. There I go. Oh, okay. I wonder what the hell is stuck to my head. It's funny. It's from my freaking wig. Yeah, no, sorry, I had to, occasionally a bit of heartburn bothers me. When I put a bit of you dissolve a bit of baking soda in a glass, and it's actually, it's about as effective as a proper antacid. Well, for me, it's about as effective as a proper antacid, to be honest, so I've never had any major issues with it at this point. But yeah, yeah, it's all good. It's all fun and games till somebody loses an eye in a fucking panda. Apparently people lose pandas all the time. But no, all good. I'm not doing too bad today. Considering I'm in a fairly good mood at the moment, which... I mean, I've been in a fairly good mood, but I mean, there's always going to be moments where I get the shits and I get annoyed. And you know what, there's going to be those moments where I probably go a bit troppo. But the truth is, in most cases, I'm in a reasonably good mood most of the time. I mean, unless I'm having a really shitty day and everything's just gone the total opposite way that I want it to go. But, see, this is another reason for me going for my license. I need to be able to expand upon that, but it's also to have the freedom to drive, you know, to say, for example, I want to go for a drive or something. Like, I want to go for a drive and get outside of the house and just fucking, you know, enjoy myself. Not just that, but have the freedom to drive around Canberra and do all the other stuff I want to do, or whether I want to drive to freaking Wollongong for that matter. I don't think there's anything wrong with me doing that. Not just that, but I think generally it's good that I want to try those, you know, try that type of stuff anyway. But all right, so what we got? Most of it anyway. Okay, so dots. So I was just checking something was okay. No, that's fine. Okay. So that's alright, that's all streaming correctly. It's all streaming, yay! I love streaming. I do love streaming. Okay, I seriously love streaming. I don't know, I mean, I love some parts of streaming, other parts I hate to some degree, you know. I guess sometimes being trolled can be a little bit stressful. But not always, that's the thing, it's not always stressful. Sometimes it's the opposite, you know. As I said, I know the last thing, it was, I got kicked out of that troll group anyway. But, yeah, I know that I took the last troll that I did too far. But, you know, the other side of it too is that troll group did lie to the police. You know, or somebody lied to the cops anyway. That's my point. So I think that's kind of the thing that got me the most, I guess, is that people actually lied. Like, I mean, okay, I get people lie, you know, like, I don't, see, that's my thing. I'm not a very deceitful person. I don't go around finding reasons to lie or reasons to, you know, do that stuff all the time. I mean, it just seems like some people, you know, they're like professional freaking liars. Like, you know, it can seem like they're just, ultimately, it can seem like they're, you know, they're telling the truth all the freaking time. What is going on with that leg? Where did that come from? Did that work? Okay, hold on a second. Let's try that again. It's weird though, that lag issue didn't come up till now, so I'm kind of curious. So I am using the hardware encoding part of this though. What's I just checked the box then, because every time that I reset something, like especially if I'm doing, if I do a video driver reinstall, issues can crop up with that, where it'll take the tick out of some of the default settings that I've got in my streaming program, which can be an absolute pain in the ass to reset and redo. It's not always that it does that, but even when I've done things like, say, for example, I've installed a new version of, what's the name of the program? Freaking program. The Elgato Capture itself. That can be a bit of an issue sometimes, especially these days, because it'll basically it screws with my settings, and it can be really frustrating trying to put all those freaking settings back together. That can be that's probably the most frustrating issue I deal with sometimes. Okay, so what else we got? Nope. It's not what I wanted. Oh no, that's gonna work. Okay, that's fine. It's clear devices in use. So let me just check. I'm just going to see. I want to see if this program has an update at all. Probably does, doesn't it? Check for updates. What's the latest version? Oh, isn't that lovely? Okay, so this one. No, wait for me. Okay. No, that's alright, I just want to check those settings are alright with it. But no, all good. It's a big deal. It's actually pretty good. Shit amount of fucking railgun bullets, unfortunately. 57,000. That's not too bad. See, the only other thing I ever find in well, not always, but sometimes in the case of internet-related things, like computers, especially. Another issue you can find is eye strain can be a big problem, or it can be a big issue sometimes in some situations. So, I'm making that things that bit bigger, a bit more detailed. But yeah, no, that is something I do find personally sometimes. Eye strain can be a bit of an issue. It's not always an issue, but it can be. I know it, I mean, it's not too bad. Most of the time my eyesight is pretty good. But because of my medication, sometimes it does affect my eyesight in some cases. It doesn't always affect my eyesight, but sometimes it may. It just depends, I guess, really. Oops. But yeah, that can be an issue sometimes. It's not always an issue though, that's the weird part. Sometimes it can just be, I mean, there's different factors that contribute to it, you know. Sometimes it can be the way I see things, sometimes it can be, you know, my medication and how it's distributed in my system too. Depends on how I'm feeling though. I don't know, as I said, you always get different types. I mean, I don't know, I've always been one of those people that I guess, you know, I mean, I've always been one of those people that, when it comes to medications, I do believe that well, put it this way, I believe they're effective. They do have some effect on people. But then there's also negative side effects that I think come alongside them as well. So, you know, that can be a bit of an issue as well. I'm definitely going to say there's negative side effects that come with medications. Especially if it's... Fucking hell, why are you lagging, you bitch? Especially if it's antipsychotic or antidepressant medications, they can have, you know, I'd say some negative side effects about how they make your body feel, you know, not just that, sometimes they can make you feel a particular way. You know, just stress can be a factor for them. Well, no, not stress. Like, I don't know, headaches, changes in blood pressure, you know, all that type of stuff. I mean, it can all ultimately affect how these medications are received in the body too.
Really crappy day.
What kind of customer service is that, Melvin?
Is there something in particular you're interested in?
Yes, actually there is. What do you recommend for killing a man in the most agonizing way imaginable? Because I am more than happy to end your crappy day right now.
I'm sorry, Trevor. Please don't.
Just watch your manners.
I don't know where Janet's meeting those young foreigner men, but it ain't in the Yellow Jack Inn. Non-refundable, I should add.
Next one, you fuckers. Why is that lagging? You son of a bitch. Seriously, now this fucking thing's gonna lag. Fucking hoe bag. Now it's stuck. Fuck you, computer. Fucking absolute cunt. So, you know, I mean, at this point I'm thinking there is an upgrade that I need to do to my system. Which, to be honest, at this point is probably going to be video cards, if anything else. Not that I think my video cards are bad, but let's be honest, my video cards don't exactly support DirectX 12, which DirectX 12 is a big part of Windows 10. For fuck's sake. What the hell? Seriously? Fucking retarded motherfucker. Refresh, you dumbass. There we go. Yeah, as I said, can be a bit of an issue. Can be a bit of an issue. I don't know why, but particularly with older cards in Windows 10. So I'm going to be looking at the client's computer tomorrow just to see what the hell's going on with it. He said that basically there's an issue with it. He said pretty much he put Windows 10 on it, and now the touchscreen, something about the touchscreen not working.
Have fun.
Or having an issue with the touchscreen not working. Or actually, pretty much he said he has one of those touchscreen computers. He's got Windows 10 on it, and Windows won't start. And I'm like, okay, alright, dude. I'm going to say it's either a driver issue with the touchscreen, or distinctly possible it could be just software issues in general, because that does happen when you do a Windows 10 upgrade in general. I've been through so many different Windows 10 upgrades that have gone wrong, like badly wrong. Practically, and sometimes even fucking up and corrupting parts of the hard drive, parts of the data. Not always, but I've seen extreme cases where that's happened, and to be honest, it's kind of frustrating when it does. I mean, it's not it can be frustrating to fix, and sometimes it's not necessarily frustrating. It just depends on what they did beforehand. The other thing too is I have noticed sometimes with some Windows updates they seem to take fucking ever to work, or to actually, you know, like the update seems to take for fucking ever to do its job. So, but we'll have a look tomorrow. We'll see what happens with this update. We'll see what happens with this computer. I'll see exactly what's going on with it for him, and just, you know, yeah. Hopefully I can fix this problem. I don't foresee it. I don't foresee it being extremely hard to fix. But then I don't foresee it being easy to fix too, because I've had a few situations where Windows has got slightly corrupted, and you've had to run system file checker, about a dozen other things. You've had to fix some registry files. And yeah, it's not as easy as people would think sometimes. I mean, sometimes a job can be really piss easy. You just, you know, do a reset or reinstallation of Windows. That, you know, that's probably the easiest option if you have to choose an option. But here's the thing, I prefer to try and fix the software in question if I can. At least, well, I prefer that, but, you know, it's not always ideal. You can't always do it, but you try your best anyway. Well, that's alright. It sounds like the problems he was talking about are software related anyway, so I will try and fix the software. If I can't fix the software, worst case scenario is I back up all these files and I simply reinstall Windows 10. So,
bullshit! This car's gonna be parked outside your house!
I don't know, I'm going to go and watch a few. I might go and relax for a little bit. I was watching some shows before, so I might go and watch a few of those. This one, yeah. Look at those chicken butters. My foot is down. Oh, but yet, still flip it back the right way. Well, I love that trick. This is like, you know, like randomly in GTA 5 you'll just flip the cars. And there we go. I flipped it, man, I flipped it. It is a good trick though. It's a good trick, especially to learn on the controller. It's a good trick to learn on the controller, and it's a good trick to learn on the keyboard too. There we go. Pause. So yeah, that's my point. It's good and bad stuff, but instead of working that out anyway. So that should be okay. That should be alright. That looks pretty good. So. No complaints there. Oh, not too many anyway. Ah, okay, so we're not doing too bad. Alright. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. But I did get some Trekkie decks. I need to get some more shirts and stuff like that anyway at some point. Oh, fucking hell, my neck. You know, there's anything I hate about my neck? Especially when I'm doing some of this stuff. I always get in the wrong position or something happens. I just have to, sometimes I have to recorrect it a bit. That's better. Oh. Yeah, that's way better than before. That was really frustrating before, trying to fix that. Okay. No pressure, all good. Pressure coming down on me. Oh, under pressure. Lest we forget that pressure, people. So that was a pretty good test stream. I mean, how many hours was that roughly? Just go to my live dashboard, I can tell myself exactly how long it was. It was... how long was it? So that was 1 hour 32 minutes. That's actually not bad. I mean, I have streamed for longer. I've streamed for 6 hours, 7 hours sometimes, and then other times I've streamed for like 2 hours, you know. And then sometimes I'll just stream for an hour or 59 minutes or something like that, you know. And it just depends on my mood, really. That's pretty good though. That's not too bad. It's a pretty good stream. All right, I will get back to. Well, I don't know. I'm going to go and watch a few things anyway. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to relax for now anyway. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Alright, catch you and have a good day.